Hello everybody, welcome to another segment of Yay or Nay. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. This time, we're going to talk about video game remasters, remakes, bringing them into HD and all that jazz. This idea was suggested by fellow YouTuber Robbie McMullen. He's a pretty cool guy, he's a multi-plant gamer, he does gaming news, reviews. I'll put the link to his channel in the description, you can check it out. Now, some people don't really like remasters of games and stuff. They're kind of like, just repackaging the same game or same story or something, but yeah, that is kind of true. Funny story, when I went to buy the Mega Man Legacy Collection, the guy was like, is there any difference between this and the NES games? And I said, well, this is actually a pretty good deal. I mean, if you want to pay $300 for used games that came out like in the 80s and 90s, I'm just kidding, I didn't really say that, but I think you kind of get my point. So, I'm going to go through some games that I think could use an HD remaster. First few are ones that other people have talked about, then I'm going to do some personal selections of mine. First is No Mercy for the N64. I think a lot of people consider this to be one of the best wrestling games of all time. It's still fun to play. I'll still play it every now and then myself. I used to play the shit out of this game. Still in good shape, too, aside from a few scratches here and there. But anyway, I think it still has the WWF logo on there. That was during that time. Ironically, this was when I was in middle school and I first started getting into wrestling. That's when this game came out. And the thing was, this was actually, they were going to do a remake of this game, like kind of update the roster and stuff. I know people have done like ROM hacks and stuff, but the THQ or whatever was going to do a new game of this, like an updated one, but they decided not to, or like whether it was them or WWE, I don't know, but they decided not to because they thought it would hurt the sales of the new game coming out, WWE 2013, 2014, whatever. This next one a lot of people have been talking about, actually, is Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. This is a really good game. I think the first two are the best. I played Super Paper Mario on the Wii. That one I kind of enjoyed. It had a great story. The villains were really cool. You could play as Bowser, Luigi, and Peach. They each have different aspects to help Mario and stuff. I never played Sticker Star, so I can't say anything about that. Color Splash looks pretty good, and I might give it a whirl at some point. But I think most people consider this to be the best. Personally, I kind of like the first one. Is my favorite. I was actually playing it last night, but I mean, this one, I will admit, this one has an amazing story. The battle system is awesome, but I think the first one just has more of a nostalgic charm for me. And I will admit, I do miss the RPG style and the partners. Like, you got some of them on the cover here. There's more on the back here too. That is one of my favorite aspects of the Paper Mario games, and I do miss it. But like I said, I kind of enjoy Super Paper Mario. But I've heard rumors from all over the place, but they've said that if there's enough support or if enough people ask for it, they will make an HD remaster of this game, which I'll buy it again. Even though I already have it, but why not? This one, well, F-Zero X, F-Zero in general, because there hasn't been a new one in over 10 years. I mean, somebody wrote on here, I've been going through kind of an F-Zero fix lately. In fact, I actually bought these online recently through some digging on eBay. Basically, these were a McDonald's toy from the early 90s, and I remember my brother and I tried to collect them all. Ironically, it was after the original F-Zero game came out, because they're like little hovercraft type things. We're like, oh, it's F-Zero. So going through an F-Zero fix made me think of them, and I found them for a really good deal. There's actually 8 of them in the collection, but the other 4 are really just the same ones, but different colors. They're these. Whoops, that one didn't work. Darn it! Hold on. It's these type of things. Well, you get the idea. Anyway. So, yeah, F-Zero. If you see, whether you own a Wii U or played Mario Kart 8, if you have a friend who owns it or something, or even if you just watch the YouTube trailers, you might have seen the F-Zero levels, like Mute City and, what was the other one? Big Blue. The graphics are phenomenal in HD, so it's like, if maybe I don't know, maybe F-Zero isn't obviously it's not as big as like Mario or Zelda or something, so maybe they don't want to take the risk of putting out such a smaller franchise game or something like that. Maybe an HD one if they did an HD remaster of one of the classics, that could work. I think people would, kind of, yeah. This is one of Robbie's choices, if you will. Luigi's Mansion. This is a really good game. Very unique. It's when, because everything is always Super Mario World, Super Mario Sunshine. It's even Paper Mario, not Paper Mario, Mario Party, Mario Golf. Granted, he's in the games, but, Luigi, that is, but it's, everything is Mario, so this was like when he kind of got his own shot. This was actually a launch title for the GameCube, and there was actually, I haven't played this in years, I need to play it again, but, there was a new one that, Dark Moon for 3DS, which was actually one of the games that made me buy a 3DS, one of the first games I bought for the system, but I was like, it's good, but not as good as this one, so, yeah, but this could definitely use an HD remaster. This was such a good game. Now I'm going to do some of my personal choices. First is Jumping Flash 2. I don't think this game is too well known. The first one, which might have even been a launch title for the original PlayStation, because it had the original long box, as people call it. It's, you can kind of see it on the back there, it's a cross between a platformer shooter, and it's still a fun game to play, but the graphics are definitely dated. It's very polygonish, if you know what I mean. It almost looks like Star Fox 64, so, compare that to stuff out today. But it's a really fun game. The music is awesome. So is the first one. Unfortunately, that one is a lot more pricey. This one you can find pretty reasonable priced. But I'm pretty sure this was made by Sony. So I think, Sony should do an HD remaster of these games. That would be awesome. People still remember it. Like I said, I don't think it's too well known, but now this one actually these three titles I'm going to talk about I've done Let's Plays on, including this one. I'm going to do another one at some point. Anyway, it's Vandal Hearts for the PlayStation. You can still find this reasonably priced. This is a must-play game. It's a strategy game, very similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. I've beaten this game more times than I can remember. It's one of my favorite games of all time. The story is just so intriguing. It's like, I don't know, I can't even explain it, but the only reason this was rated M was because of violence. Well, it was violence, but it's very pixel. It's like when you kill someone, there's like a blood geyser. It almost looks like the scene from Army of Darkness when they throw the guy in the pit, but the blood's very pixelated. I mean, the graphics are definitely dated, even though it's still a good game to play. There's also alcoholic references, which is really just one scene, and there's swears, just minor things like damn, bastard, hell, things like that. But there's a part where one of the characters, Diego, says shit, and this was 97, so at the time that was like, whoa. I mean, it's not like today with games like Gears of War and stuff, but it's such a good game. I highly recommend playing it. And there was actually a sequel also for the PlayStation 1, and there was another one on Xbox Live and PSN. I think you can still get it on there. It's called Vandal Hearts Flames of Judgment, I believe, which is more like this one. I mean, well, it's more of this one's story. The second one is a totally different story, kind of. The gameplay is different in each of them. It's kind of hard to explain. This one, I think, has the best gameplay and story, though. But I would love to see an HD remaster of this game. Because, But there's a problem. Yep. Another franchise Konami killed off. Now, I've talked a lot about Battletoads on this channel, and I do really think they're coming back, but the thing is, the franchise has been cold for about 20 years, so I think to just suddenly throw out a brand new Battletoads game might be kind of risky, because you don't know if it's going to sell or not, because, like I said, the franchise, last one was the arcade game in 1994, so, if you just suddenly bring it back because of, obviously new gamers coming along and stuff, are they going to know what this is? So I think maybe from, I'm not a businessman, but I think a better business strategy would maybe to do an HD remaster of one of the classic games and then see how that does and say like, okay, then they could be like, alright, I guess people do want a new Battletoads game, so we can make a new one. If they did that, I think the best to do would be Battletoads Double Dragon, the Ultimate Team. Oh, this is such a classic game. Hard, but it's a good game. You know, you got the Battletoads and the Double Dragon teaming up. I think this is probably my personal favorite Battletoads game of all time. Well, that's all the ones I have. What, is there any games you'd like to see an HD remaster of? Let me know in the comment section below. Or, if you have any ideas for future yay or nay segments, you can let me know about them down below as well. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can always hit that subscribe button if you want, and as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Toodaloo.